Caroline Gentry. I'm the editor of Engerati, and I have James Johnston, who's the CEO of Piclo and co-founder. And wanted to ask you a little bit about Piclo Flex and what you're doing for utilities.
Hi, great to be here. So Piclo Flex is an online marketplace for buying and selling local flexibility. In particular, we work with the distribution system operators, the DSOs, help them procure flexibility to manage congestion and defer investments in specific parts of their network. Okay,
and how's that going? Are there any sort of results in terms of cost or energy savings?
It's been going really well. So we've been, throughout 2018, been running trials funded by Bays with all 6 of the DSOs in the UK. And we got the results of our first auction only last week with UK Power Networks. To give you a sense of the scale, UK Power Networks set up around £450,000 of contracts with 6 flex providers, which is a UK first in terms of using the auction model to set up these contracts.
Okay, so what's next?
What's next is more of the same. So we recognise that this is a new market, and what flex providers, whether these are aggregators or any suppliers or essentially anyone who operates these flexible assets, they're looking for reliable revenue streams that they can stack together. So what we want to do is become that reliable place so they can go find what find these opportunities, get matched up and bid into these auctions. So we expect to have a lot more of these auctions throughout this year. We're also looking to expand away from focusing just on DSOs and offering anyone who wants to purchase flexibility to create products on the marketplace. And that is a project we're hoping to set up this year to effectively expand the vision into an exchange for flexibility.
Okay, great. And how do you think the UK regulatory framework could be adapted to facilitate this kind of development of new markets?
Well, I think the regulatory structure is actually really good in the UK. In terms of how the network companies are incentivized, they actually have a part of their price control, essentially how they get paid, which rewards them for doing smart, innovative things like deferring investment rather than just increasing the size of their asset base. Okay. So there's a good baseline of regulatory structure. Now, I think there's definitely scope for improving this going forward, and there's a lot of work in terms of tying together the flexibility procurement work with how we pay for the network and the network charging. And there's a lot of work, I think, positive work led by Ofgem and Bays to sort of streamline that and coordinate that going forward.
Okay, great. All right, well, thanks very much for joining us today, James. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you.